NECN, the power of news.
Preparing for their future can be pretty stressful for high schoolers, especially when it comes time to take a test. And there are perhaps none more stressful than the ACTs and SATs. And this morning, Chyten is here from Chyten Educational Services. I was just telling you, I cannot think of anything that would make me sweat faster than taking a test, especially something like the ACTs or SATs.
Well, it's not that bad. And I want to take this opportunity to thank New England Cable News for the opportunity to come on board and to talk to parents about the differences between the ACT and the SAT.
Yeah, it's providing kids more options. I was telling you, back in my day, it was SATs or nothing, but the ACTs have been around for a while too.
They have, and in my day as well, I will say. But now about 20% of all students on the East Coast and West Coast take the ACT. So this has really become a test option for students not only in the middle of the country, but on the coast as well.
So what's the difference?
Well, there are some very basic differences. For example, the ACT has a science section, the SAT does not. The ACT has a reputation of being more straightforward and the SAT more tricky. But the fact is that some students do better on the ACT and some do better on the SAT, and really the only way to determine that is on an individual basis by coming in and taking a test that has elements of both exams in it.
So that's how you recommend people figure it out?
We do. We have a test called the ACT versus SAT comparison test. It's got an associated report called the Magnostic Diagnostic that we give along with it. And then we give a free consultation to parents as well to help guide them.
Do different schools weigh an ACT or an SAT differently? Like how do you know which one to take depending on what school you want to go to?
In terms of colleges?
Yeah.
No, it used to be that the ACT was more accepted in the middle of the country and the SAT on the coasts. But now every college in the country swears that they will take either ACT or SAT. To them, it does not matter.
Really?
Right.
Why?
Well,
why has that changed, I guess I should ask you?
That's a good question. There's just been a paradigm shift in America and further acceptance of the ACT.
And so are there review courses for the ACTs the way they are for the SATs?
There sure are, and it's one of the things that it has become one of our most popular review courses at Chyten. A lot of students are coming in to prepare for the ACT as well. And, despite popular misconception, the ACT is coachable, as is the SAT.
And what does that mean?
It means that there are strategies that work for the ACT as well as the SAT. It used to be thought that the ACT was just a straightforward skill exam, but it's really not. We approach it very strategically.
So if you take the ACT instead of the SAT, no one's going to look at you and say, oh, I guess you weren't smart enough to take the SAT.
As a matter of fact, they might say just the opposite. You were smart enough to know and recognize that there are options for you. And again, for some students, ACT has a different skill set, so for some students, the ACT is a much better option. And
so coming up with Chyten Educational Services all across the country, in fact, you're offering later this month something special to figure out which test is best for you.
Well, thank you for saying that. Yes, on March 26th, 2011, we're offering we have a national Which Test is Best Day. Students can come into any of our centers across the country and take this test for free, get the Magnostic Diagnostic for free, and have a free consultation. But I will say that our centers offer the ACT versus SAT comparison test at other times during the year as well. So they could just call their local Chyten center and get signed up.
Great. Chyten, thank you so much for coming in. And we do have a link to the information right on NECN.com.
Great. We appreciate that as well.
Perfect. And we'll invite Steve to come back in and hang out with us for a little bit at the end here.